Our bill today, move over a little bit. Our bill today,
Move over what? This way?
yeah. We're gonna discuss our proposal, I should say. It's not a bill, but it's a proposal. And if you remember back in, I don't know, if it was 2018 or so, we had a sponsor that was gonna sponsor our proposal. He even drafted up the bill. But he decided not to because some people came after me and it kind of destroyed the bill at the time. I'm here with Candace. Hi, women, wherever you are. I'm scared of you.
The prison wives, they're on this one right here.
Oh, okay. Today we wanted to talk a little bit about our proposal. What's the phone number, by the way, that people can call in?
Oh, I don't know.
All you have to do is go to settings and then up on top. She's working on a phone number.
Wait a minute. You want people to call in?
Yes. And I want people to call in if they have questions about the prison system. It could be the parole board, it could be conditions, but we're mainly going to work on parole reform. I don't think either one of us has it in us really to take individual cases out anymore. My health is not that good. Candace's health, she's had some health problems lately. But we are willing to talk to you and maybe give you some advice.
So we're not going to be able to have people call
let me.
in right now.
I think my other phone. Oh, shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss, guys. Can you pick that up,
Yeah.
please?
It sounded like it shattered.
Nah, I drop it all the time. That's me dropping my phone, and that was not me cussing.
You're running over my toe.
Oh, sorry.
Let us get this together.
Yeah, we're getting
Yeah,
it together.
so before we used to do prison reform, and we would take on people's cases and things that they needed done within the prison. However, they have changed their policies to where they want people to be next of kin to contact the prison on behalf of the prisoner, and so that really makes it so that we can't advocate like how we used to.
Right. But we're going to try some things. I don't think either one of us will ever give up on parole reform.
Yeah.
Our people are not getting a fair chance. They go up, they're getting 10 years, 5-year continuances. As the DRC says, they don't like us using flop, but basically that's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, they've been using flopped for...
Right. I know a few people that's going to the board this month, so I'm going to be careful what I say. But I'd like people to send us their comments. Well, you probably can't tell on YouTube or...
I can get them on my...
Oh, you can?
Prison wife group,
Okay.
yeah.
Hi, prison
They
wife.
can they can comment, and then I'll be able to see it after
Okay.
it posts.
Okay. But if you want this bill to pass, we need to gain support from all people that's in Ohio mainly.
Yeah.
Candace, what do you...
And it's going to affect mainly the old law prisoners. That's a whole big part of it. Or anybody that sees the parole board.
Right, there's new law people that,
Yeah.
I think it was 1996. So there's some people locked up since 1996 and they're facing the same problems that the old law is facing. The parole board does not really want to help. When Donald Trump was president, he took away all the money from the prisons. And Joe Biden gave it all back, and neither one helped. They found the money somehow. So
the parole bill, we were going to read it. It's not completely done yet. There's still a few things that Beverly has to add to it, and one of those is how they have a policy now that they can't parole to a wife if you married while incarcerated or a girlfriend.
I think that's going to be added to the proposal.
Yeah.
Years ago, and Candace remembers this because she was part of it, we spent hours on the phone with Beverly, and Terry Croson did as well, giving our 2 cents, because she's been out of prison since, I don't know, the 90s.
Yeah.
So,
And there's a juvenile section in there. We just don't want to put the bill out until it's completely finished.
and really, we don't have to put just juveniles any place in there, because if this proposal passes or introduced, it's going to help them automatically.
Yeah.
The pro board bill that they had for the juvenile system, I don't, maybe 3 people got paroled on that, if that. The bill was not strong enough. All they said was they're going to bring them up to the pro board early, and I'm not sure how much early, but it didn't really do anything. I know a couple people that went up on that. One was a woman at ORW, and she got 5 years. So,
I thought you were talking about the lady who did a lawsuit against the pro board. What was her name? Robin Head?
yeah, Robin Hood.
Not Robin.
I mean Head. It was Head, yeah.
Robin.
Which you can actually get a copy of that lawsuit in your law library.
I think I actually had copied it off, and it's in one of my folders at home from FDRR.
Okay, maybe if she finds it, we could post it in all the different groups that are watching.
Because I don't remember if she actually did she actually win it.
Yeah,
Or-
what the pro board said was, if you drop the lawsuit, we'll bring you up to the pro board right now.
That's
Now,
right.
they did not say they're going to parole her, but they gave her 10 years prior. The pro board took her back up, gave her a parole, and if I remember correctly, she did not have a good record, or the best record.
So are we gonna add something in, because this just now came to my attention and we were talking about it the other day. Are we gonna add something in there because of the violent registry and how?
We need to.
Okay,
And also, when you get out and you register, it's like punishment for life. You might get 6 to 15, 10 to 25, but the punishment lasts you for life. First time offenders, I don't think that's really fair. I could see if you have multiple bodies, or you got 3 or 4 numbers for the same offense, then you guys had your chance.
well, cause I know that they were trying to bring it back into, or getting guys back into the parole board, saying that was like a change of, you could do appeal because that was a change to their sentence.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
they have to-
yeah. It was a
to-
change of, anybody that has to register, it was a change of the sentence. At the time, for most of us that was sentenced before 1996, there was no violent offenders registry, there was no sex offenders registry.
What is
Um,
it called? What is what called, Amy? Yeah, the violent registry, I think that's a huge controversy.
Yeah, I've seen a few people up at the sheriff's that's down on murder, that was down on murder, that had to register. And, I mean, in Franklin County, they're decent to you, they treat you with respect. But you go to Cuyahoga County and some of these other counties, it's like your punishment will continue, and even out in society, it continues. People look at you differently.
So the violent registry, they have to have their picture taken and all that?
Yes, just like sex
Oh,
offenders.
I did not know that.
I think so. We'll double check that
That
on it.
lawsuit, it was it was Robin Head.
Robin Head. It
Wasn't
was
it?
about
I think.
10 years ago, maybe, or 8 years ago. I was on the street when that took place. I've been out 13 years now. But she did go to court. The parole board said, if you drop it, we'll take you back to the board. The board took her back and gave her a parole.
I wish
They
I
didn't want the lawsuit.
It's yeah, I think it was Robin Hood against the parole board.
Yeah,
It's
it wasn't
how it read.
Robin Hood like I thought.
Robin Hood.
Yeah. And
That's all right, because you always think you have ammonia.
folks,
And you
we
have to
do
sign
need to
it.
raise money. We need to get copies of the proposal. We need to be able to pay for parking at the State House. Both of us are on disability. So we're limited on what we can spend. And if we raise $500, I'll wear my tutu again. She conned me in it the last time. I know that, but we did raise $500.
We did.
With fair treatment, we were raising money like,
And he had to walk around in a tutu
yeah, well,
during our whole podcast.
don't get your hopes up. Just donate $499, folks.
And if we get 1,000, he'll put a Speedo on.
Oh, hell no. I just don't have the body for Speedos or tutus. And I'm not gay, by the way.
Well,
folks.
you can have clothes on and you can put it on over. How about that?
Yeah, well, I was in Florida a while back. Well, I was in, I seen this one lady, she had to weigh about 400 pounds and she had a bikini on. I thought she was naked.
That happens.
But, you know, so we have a lot of potential and we think we could get something done, but not without you. Last time we had a big following, and then, you know, a legislator said he was going to introduce it.
This bill would never pass unless we have support. If it does get introduced into legislation, I knew my voice was going to do this, then there's proponent testimony that we will have to give, and we need as many people to do that. It can either be in person
Right.
or written.
Right.
Um,
And when the time's right, we're going to need emails sent to legislators, you know, like you could pick 10 legislators, phone calls on a daily basis, bug them.
Yeah. So we'll need people to do that, send in letters, make phone calls. In August, do you know what the date is now?
No, but we think it's going to be August 12th. Hope for the community is going to have a family fair, basically.
Yeah.
And what we are is we're trying to reach a younger generation so they don't commit crimes. The police are very much involved in this because they're working on mentorship. And, you know, anybody that knows me is I don't trust too many people, but I have met some that are really decent and that believes that people coming out of prison deserve a chance. And that's what our police chief, she just came from Detroit, and she's changing a lot of things that there's no harassment, the racial problem she's trying to address.
Yeah.
So, and we're going to speakers.
And we'll have a table set up there too, and then talking about, they're saying they can't hear, talking about re-entry, because my husband and I are just now going through it. I've already had my family meeting with the parole board, and he sees the parole board, and it sounds like a lot
Yeah,
of
you
white
don't
noise.
say when he sees them.
He sees them next month. I mean, that's public.
But if you do have a family conference, if you tape it for any reason, don't share it. Don't share with others what is said at the hearing. 'Cause you can't trust anybody. You know, all you want to trust is the person that goes in front of the parole board and yourself.
I think, is there air? No. They're saying it sounds like white noise.
What kind of noise?
A lot of white noise.
Oh.
Which my husband was supposed to call in and just kind of give him. And there he is.
And there he is.
Right on cue.
There's another guy that might have called in too, but I don't know.
Watermelon's ready.
Okay. We're just waiting for the phone call, guys.
I'm waiting for the whole long speech they
Yeah,
give
that
us.
lady gets on my nerves.
Oh, let me make sure.
Yeah, they have a big spiel now. When somebody calls you and it takes like 5 minutes, you know, I get really angry at that.
Hello? Oh, you've been trying to call? Okay, well, we're live now. Do you
Okay.
want to answer some questions? Okay, all right,
Tell
I'm
them
gonna
to be
put you on
careful.
speaker.
Tell them to be careful.
Yeah, we already discussed that.
Yeah. Hi, what's his name?
It's Dwayne.
Dwayne. Hi, Dwayne.
Yes, sir. How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Kronenberger? How you feeling?
Not bad. I forgot your name for a second, but I forgot my name
That's
yesterday.
the second time you've done that today. You're
Yeah.
gonna get me in trouble.
Oh,
Since my stroke, I can't even remember use my name. But,
I'm sorry. Yeah, you almost got her in trouble. I'm like, oh, yeah. Good.
yeah. Well,
I mean, you've known Dwayne for
I don't know if I knew him.
10 years or
Yeah,
something?
I don't know if I knew him when I was locked up. He might have been someplace I was locked up. I was in Old Mansfield Loop.
Yeah.
Just about every camp there was.
I ain't that old, you know. Yeah, I ain't been
Yeah, I got locked up in the 80s.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
How's it feel preparing for the parole board? How many times have you been to the board?
I've been to the parole board twice. This will be my third time.
Yeah.
How much time was the flops that you received?
The first time I was flopped 96 months, which is equivalent to 8 years, and the second time was 6 years. The first time was in October 2010,
Wow.
and the second time was
August.
August 2nd.
The rule of thumb is they.
2015.
Yeah. The rule of thumb is they want between 25 and 30 years for lifers.
He's been in 30.
Yeah, for murder. We're talking about. For other people, it's a little bit different sometimes.
So the last time we were at the parole board, when we had the family meeting, it was actually Shirley Smith that we had the meeting with.
Yeah, I got my own opinion. She was
And
all.
She
for
was
it.
the one who came out and exposed the parole board for their practices and
Yeah, and the thing was, she did the same thing as some of the other pro board members. She met with us. She had all these actually promises she was going to do, and she's no longer in the scene. Once she lost from mayor, she didn't really care about any of our people.
Right. Yeah. Don't you get? Matter of fact, don't you got a picture with her?
Yeah,
I sure do. I do.
Smiling from ear to ear.
Well, because that's when she said she was going to help us.
yeah, we'd be
She was-
frowning now.
She was going to help us with the bill. She was going to help us with the parole board. She was going to do all of that. So, is there anything that you can tell anyone that may be getting ready to go to the board that hasn't been to the board before? Why am I saying board like that?
That's what it is.
And how to prepare, when they get in there in front of the members.
Yeah. Right. Well, from my experience, my advice would be to expect the unexpected. And the most a person can do is go in there and be honest, own up, be accountable, be responsible, own up to their mishaps, show remorse, and make eye contact.
What if the
Try to,
yeah.
answer.
What if the person claims to be innocent? Should he admit to committing a crime, or should he say he's innocent?
That's probably one of the worst things they could do.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I was just about to say, you never know how each person, like, how they personally take it, or overall, like, the parole board, to me, ain't about, am I innocent and guilty, you know what I'm saying? Like, you go in there, it's already, like, you guilty, trying to claim that you're innocent is that's bad. That's a no-no. That's a no-no.
Right.
Because that's not what it's about, and it don't show no responsibility, no accountability, because even if you, did directly, if you directly committed the crime, if you was there, if you knew something about it, anything like that, I mean, as a citizen, you have a right, you know what I'm saying, you have an obligation to say something. Like
Right.
they say, just turn in other chickens, just like commit the act yourself, especially if you was there. You know what I'm saying? So my advice would be go in there.
So how do you feel about them saying that you couldn't parole to me because we got married while you were inside?
I can't wrap that. That's not reasonable. It's totally unreasonable to me. That don't make no sense. Who else to parole to but my beloved? Where y'all want me to go? Like I don't like that. That was just so like foreign to me. I don't understand. I still don't understand it. Even when people try to explain it, even when you try to explain it, like I just can't comprehend that. Like I just it don't make no sense. You know, it don't make no sense. So,
What do you think about the family meetings? You think the family meetings do more good or harm?
I always say it's positive. A family meeting because it shows support.
That's true.
It shows support. You know, it shows support. So it can't go wrong. But to me, not trying to go off the question, but like, as my experience with the road board, I'm like they already got what they gonna do. They already got a plan what they gonna do to you. When you come in there, it's just like a fill out. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like they already got it laid out what they gonna do to you, and that really nailed the like put the nail in the coffin in me when I went last time. Like there is no way that I still should be locked up.
Right.
So, even I've been having these little infractions since I was at board last time. I've probably been in more incidents, recording incidents, than I have been ever in my prison existence. Just doing these last 2018, I took them. Well, I don't say I took them nothing. I came in there with a pretty decent resume as far as being incarcerated. Like I like to consider myself an exception to the rule due to my education. I educated myself, intensely, and I paid for it. And the people didn't even acknowledge it, and they knew about it, but they didn't even acknowledge it to me. And then I wasn't going there for no self gratification. But at the same time, if I didn't have none of that education stuff, my pedigree and stuff I was doing in all the programs, they would have said something about it.
Exactly.
Like right now, it's hard for me to get in programs because I completed all the programs. So I'm trying to get a program. They're telling me, well, you got this already, and
You almost had to take them second time.
Well, that's just like it's like they're more concerned about the wrong things than the right things. Just like the last time in 2018 when we went to the board, and they were more concerned about our relationship. Just like this time, they're more concerned about our relationship than what you've actually done positive.
What do my relationship with my wife, like, that's, like, even when you told me that, like, it was hard for me to grasp, because I'm like, why are they so concerned? Like, they should be, whoever was concerned, I understand they be concerned, because these people in prison, they run game on people, they take advantage of people, and et cetera, and so on. But, like, if they really dug into me and my wife's situation, you can see that this is my wife. Like we ride this out. The communication and thing, like this ain't no game. This is no prison tricks and no prison time. Like it's my beloved wife. I got her face on my body. Damn, like.
The good thing is, sometime you'll be able to get to your house though. So sometimes you have to be patient.
Can you repeat that again?
Sometimes it takes a while to go to your loved one's house, but it's gonna happen. So we have to, be patient. Every good thing happens, for a reason. Well, I said it backwards.
One of my major concerns is like. This is my wife. This is like we all we got. But my thing is like I have no problem going to the halfway house. I mean, I go, wherever they want me to go. However, though, you would think, especially in a situation like mine, I've been incarcerated 30 plus years, 27 years old. I got locked up when I was 17. One would think that when this man come home, put this man around his loved ones to make his transition be that less stressful. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why you want to like bounce me around? Like what you said, babe. What you said about I got to go back to Cleveland. I can't fathom that. Why they want me to go somewhere where there's not no preparation or no prepared welcome for me.
Yeah.
Like my wife welcomed me. Like we got a family. Like we got grandkids. Like people, you know, that's just to be around them. Like that's gonna make the transition
Right.
that much more smoother for me. You know, instead of like Lord knows the stuff that goes on in the halfway house. I've never been to one, but I hear about it all the time. I see people to come back. And I'm old enough to not to get caught up in the riffraff, but that's ain't gonna be no just on the setting of it. It just I think we should have a choice. We should have a choice.
I think so too.
I don't think I should be forced to go in the halfway house.
And now we just have to wait till the pro board tells you what they want you to do. I wouldn't jump the gun on it yet. Because if nobody else accepts you, which they will, they might tell you you have to go to your wife.
And see, his parole hearing is supposed to be completely different this time because of the juvenile bill that they passed last year. So he's supposed to be considered differently. We'll see. We'll see if that happens.
Right. Now I just got a letter dated May 10th again from Charlie Bolin.
Yeah,
BOHLAND. Yeah.
public defender.
Like, yeah, supervised attorney.
Answer some of the questions too.
They're
So they telling
they're
me
talking
that
amongst themselves.
I can have an attorney, and my attorney can submit a written letter and something else. However, though, guys going to check I should. I know I deleted. But the JP thing about the role,
You have 1 minute remaining.
you can't have, all they can do is just look. They can just observe. So like, I just sent a kite this morning to the APA down here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember his name, but I sent him a kite. Yeah, I sent him a kite because I need the parole packet he sent me, and I wish I'd had this information that's in there. Because actually, when I looked at it last time, it had somebody different name in there. So I'm like, whoa, this ain't even mine.
Well, we're about to get off here, off the podcast. So call me back.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it, Mr. Kronenberger. You have a good one.
You too, my brother.
Stay healthy out there, young man. We'll be coming back. You ain't got no more questions? Where can this podcast be synced at and listened to at?
It's on Facebook Live, TikTok, and YouTube.
Thank you for using GTL.
Anybody that's watching, we need your support. Inbox Candace or myself, or email Candace. She could put down her email, or email hopeforthecommunity2024@gmail.com. But inbox one of us, and be sincere. We've had a lot of people that claimed they wanted to help last time, and they were nowhere in
And
the
then they
picture.
don't. Yeah.
And if you want your loved ones to get a fair chance, you need to get involved.
Yeah, I know. I've already talked with Amy, and I know she is, she's all in to help. Definitely. What else was I gonna say? Oh, so going back to the conference in August, and then we are gonna have another one. What is it? October 7th?
7th, we're gonna have a reentry type fair. But for the one in August, and tentatively it's August 12th, we so far have Judge Mingo that's gonna speak. So we're gathering the speakers together. I don't speak much anymore because sometimes I get messed up speech, since the stroke, so I have to be kind of careful. Candace is limited these days. That's one reason
I'll
we
get
need
up
the
there and
support.
speak. Remember when Judge Vandekar pulled me on stage? I thought I was
Yeah.
gonna have a panic attack and pass out.
No, he asked me about that before he started.
And what, you told him
Yeah,
to
he
do
wanted
it?
me. I told him
Oh.
I told him to pull Candace up.
I was like, I'm not ready. Oh, that was embarrassing.
Yeah. So I'm excited. Yeah.
So if you guys, these will both conferences are going to be in the Columbus area. And we just, get a car full of your loved ones and bring them down to support us. Oh yeah, Kathleen, she also said she would be.
Hi, Kathleen. Is that Kathleen Birch?
Kathleen Birch,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's been to my house before. Real nice lady. We do need your help, Kathleen. I know legally you're equipped and you know the law somewhat, so we definitely need your help. Beverly's gonna be involved. It'd be nice if we could get an attorney or so involved. I think I'm gonna work on that this week. The more
Yeah,
people.
so when do you think the bill will be fully ready? Within the next couple weeks?
Say within the next month, because I
Next
know
month.
Beverly, she takes sometimes a long time, but she means well.
Yeah.
I need to call her today because she was going to, try to add about being paroled to your wife or spouse, and then life without a parole for first-time offenders only.
Yeah, and we had to change some things because the policies have changed.
Right, and
So,
this bill is for first-time offenders, folks. If you put it down for people that's been in 3, 4, 5 times, the bill will never pass.
yeah. Kathleen, we're not sending the bill out yet because it's not finished.
Right.
We had to change some things because of policies have changed since the bill first.
And I don't want it in the
Effect and-
prisons yet until we gain more support. If we email you some, I would appreciate if you do not send it into prisoners.
Yeah.
Because I know people have done last time and they said they wouldn't.
And then that causes a whole separate issue.
Then people steal the proposal and they know nothing about it, just like it's happened before, different bills. So we have to be careful and we need to make sure everything is done properly.
All right. Are you
YouTube
done?
only hears your voice, but that's okay. Everybody knows Candace's voice.
I'm not. There I am.
Yeah, there's Candace there, the one with the gray hair.
We have 4 separate things going on, laptop and
Yeah, we got
do you have Cash App or what to donate so I can send? What's the
your
Cash
Cash
App?
App. Yeah,
I
donate.
don't have one set up.
I will. She will post one. I
Okay,
do
yeah.
have one. Hold on. Damn, I can't look at it.
I'll post it in the comments after this video.
We'll use my personal Cash App for now, and then it will only be used for the group. I have one for Hope for the Community, but that's separate funds. If you want-
Kathleen said, I was just thinking about helping to write. Cause are you a paralegal too?
Yes.
Kathleen? Oh, she is, okay.
The writing part, we could have you look at it after we get it. Beverly's very good at it. We
Yeah.
need people possibly to look up statistics. How many whites been paroled, how many blacks been paroled, how many been paroled each month. I know last year, some months, it was 2 or 3 people.
Do you still have the questionnaires we did from the last?
I doubt it.
Okay.
If you remember, me and Candace had a split up and I threw out most of her stuff. So that was kind of rude.
That wasn't my stuff. That was
Oh.
you. That was FTRR stuff.
Yeah, and we're gonna, when we had FTR, we were so close. Candace did a great job leading that group. It became so popular. We need that kind of following again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plus, we were all over the news.
it'd be great if we could get some younger people involved as well. Kids of the fathers, the mothers, and get everybody involved.
Shiloh said she can help
Hi,
with
Shiloh.
statistics. Stay in your lane. Her name's Britt, though.
Huh?
It says stay in your lane, but her name is Britt.
Oh, I
Says I
thought that
know.
was Shiloh Rafferty.
Yeah, Shiloh's below her.
Oh.
She said she can help with statistics.
And
Shiloh did.
Shiloh was the president of Change Us with us.
And Kathleen has a bachelor in criminal justice.
Okay, great. We'll be able to use as many of you, not use in a bad way, but, we're gonna need your help.
Yeah, it's gonna take an army because what happened last time was it really shook the foundation of trying to get some parole reform, so
Right, and plus Shirley Smith did not keep her word.
she didn't.
We counted on her, and if you remember, she came out and said all these bad things about the parole board. Then talking to prisoners, she was just as bad as they were. So I'm tired of these people that leave bad mouthing the parole board, and then they were doing the same thing as parole board members. You know, there's no sense of going after the parole board or bashing them because we're going to need them. You know, most of the stuff we're going to do needs to be changed by law. And 5120, if you read 5120, it talks about the whole prison system, including the parole board. You know, and then JCAR, I think, is having a meeting this summer, which we need to attend. It's going to be on, I think, food and clothing boxes, and really it would still be nice to attend it and see what else they have on their agenda for that. So, Candace will be back here with a minute. She's playing with the phone.
Yeah, I was trying to. I don't know what I was trying to do, but
Yeah. But yeah, if you could inbox Candace and say you want to help, maybe give her your phone number or email address, and then we'll be able to have it. And then we could email you updates and stuff that we're planning. Later this summer, we might have a cookout for the supporters of this proposal. Be at my house. I won't cook the hamburgers because of what happened
because
today.
he just almost tried to kill me with raw meat.
Yeah, and we still need her, so I gotta wait a little while.
Yeah.
The last
Don't
time I
kill
did a
me off
cookout,
yet.
the last time I did a cookout, it turned out great. But this time hamburgers were falling in the grill. You know,
Thanks for
so
telling me now.
yours didn't. The one I ate fell in
It
there.
did taste a little charcoaly.
Yeah, that's because I kind of burnt them from the outside. But we'll have some type of gathering, maybe this summer or in the fall, before Thanksgiving. We don't really want to do much during the holiday season. When we were with Fair Treatment, we took 2 months off, November and December. And, you know, this year, it's a little bit different how we're gonna do it. We need to push this through. And we need to convince people that something like this is needed. So, and
But I'll be posting stuff in the group too,
And
and
if
then
you-
also in Voices of Reform.
if we raise $1,000, Candace will wear a green tutu.
Yeah, James is wearing the green tutu. Yes,
$1,000.
we're both in Columbus.
I'm from Palmer Heights, though, originally.
You got
But
it.
how many of
Anything
you
else?
are from Columbus?
Oh. I don't think
Prob-
any of them.
Probably not many. I know Kathleen's not from Columbus. I think she's from Tiffin or something. Folks, don't forget to inbox Candace or myself, and we'll send you phone numbers and your emails.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Enjoy your Memorial Day.